today. From Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. And the Jets about set to go here on the offensive side for the first time. And leading them out, Charles, the number 2 overall pick in this April's draft. It's Zach Wilson out of BYU.
During the draft process, it was pretty clear early that Jacksonville was locked in on Trevor Lawrence, the quarterback at Clemson. That allowed the Jets to really peruse the rest of the quarterback crop, and they settled in on Zach Wilson from BYU. Loved his game, ability to throw from the pocket, the off-platform throws, getting outside of the pocket and making plays. He's their guy, and they expect him to be that guy for at least the next 10 years.
A nice run on first down, gets him 6 yards to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down at 4. From the shotgun, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Murray. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to face a third down. They'll run here. It's Murray. And it's a big play there on third down, but with the marker on the field, I don't think it's going to hold. Let's see. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. There's Wilson to throw. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Carl Joseph came rolling in on the safety blitz. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3-and-out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on first and second down. And then on third down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
Called out a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, Darnold. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
And Carl Lawson signed with the New York Jets in March of 2021 after 5.5 sacks with Cincinnati in the 2020 season. He was a 3-down player for the first time in his career last year. Now he gets to work with new Jets head coach Robert Saleh, hoping to double those numbers and getting the quarterback on the ground.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 35.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a...
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Another run for Murray on 2nd down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Darnold from the gun. And he rifles one incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. On is the punter, Charlton, now, as he's able to get this one away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Room here to run. He's at the 50. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. A run, it's Murray. Fancy running by Murray. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 88 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year.
Something to watch here in week one of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Here's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he's got this down to the 35. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. Darnold now to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
One of the more productive and durable players up until last year. Remember, in 2019, 116 catches, which was an all-time record for NFL running backs. Trying to come back from an injury-filled 2020, just 17 catches on the year. Sure is great to see him back on the field doing his thing.
Darnold to throw again. Flush to his right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. That caught by Trimble. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Hubbard. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Charles, we get a look at the draft class here for this team. What do you think?
Well, I think for the most part, I do like what they did because, to me, they got some solid players in the early rounds. And then if I'm correct in my evaluation.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was Chuba Hubbard who finished it off with a touchdown run. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Zach Wilson and the Jet offense set to take over here. Interesting stat line right now. Technically, he's completed 4 passes, 2 to his team and then 2 to the wrong team.
It makes you wonder what he's seeing downfield because he has completed 2 passes to his own team, but the interceptions are troubling. Is he going through the wrong reads, the wrong progressions? Is he getting fooled by defenses? They've got to figure that out over on the sidelines, working on that Surface Pro to see what they see.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A shotgun handoff. This is Murray now. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. Now Wilson. And he finds Tyler Croft. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. But you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, blitz coming, and down he goes. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Nice play there by Brian Burns, chasing down a quarterback in the pocket. He had 16.5 sacks in his first 2 years in the league, including 9 in 2020.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 43 yards on the ground for him so far.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second and a yard, Darnold. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The former third overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. And they are going for it. Darnold. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's not even going to come close. A big loss in the wrong direction on fourth down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. The rookie Zach Wilson and the Jet offense set to go to work once more. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Wilson. It's complete to Cole. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Throwing is Wilson. That goes out wide to Murray. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Another completion there, and we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it, not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. To throw again is Wilson, and that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Well, maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive maybe. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. McCaffrey following the penalty. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 57 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Faking the give, Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. Here's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Give him 32 on the play. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on the... I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now it's Darnold. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something to develop slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Panthers ready to go back to work to start the 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's more. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll run for it. It's Hubbard. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field, and he wouldn't let the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there. Everyone in a Carolina uniform happy to see that 1st down catch by DJ Moore, but none happier than his new quarterback, Sam Darnold, who never really had a wide receiver 1 in New York.
Touchdown, Panthers! Tommy Trimble with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Panthers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Another run for Murray on 2nd down. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
We're into the 2nd half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Darnold. That is caught by Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
And Robbie Anderson makes a nice catch there for a 1st down. Now in his 2nd year with the Panthers, but he has a history with Sam Darnold, his new quarterback. They played together with the Jets in Darnold's first 2 seasons, 2018 and 2019.
nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. To throw is Darnold. But he's got Dorsett complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Philip Dorsett, 41 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And pardon me, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The rookie Zach Wilson and the Jet offense set to go to work once more. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Another run for Murray on second down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 112 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On first down, Murray. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. On the catch, it's Crowder. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Working with a 2nd and 4. Now Wilson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1. Just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener. And it's a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like, that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. So that one will be accepted. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Throwing again is Darnold. Again, he finds more. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
2nd down and goal. Darnold caught on the slant. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. McCaffrey. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Darnold. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal, and the Jets are going to get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th. But they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Another run for Murray on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now Wilson down around his goal line. That's caught by his tight end, Trevon Wesco. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the grab by Croft. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Carries piling up. It's Murray again. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go with Murray again. And he's got room. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 34. It'll go as a gain of 33, and that play started back at their own 33. He's going to drop this one down for Murray. That catch good for only a couple. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And finding Keelan Cole. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Throwing again here, Wilson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the rookie, J.C. Horn. And a big turnover Eagles will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw it. Interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay. Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished.